Hey everybody, it's Nathan here, and I want to welcome you back to my art channel. And today I'm continuing to work on the structure of the Olmec head, and I want to lead you through my thought process and what's been going on with this whole project. So after the last video, I wound up looking at some photos of the Olmec head, and I realized that the shape was wrong ultimately. And what I did is I went into Chat GPT and I asked it for a front view, a couple of side views, and a back view. And when I looked at it, I realized I'd gotten the shape wrong completely. And so one of the first things I did was to start working on the bottom because the bottom was flat and I wanted to raise it up a bit. So what I did is I took a bunch of pieces of cardboard and just cut them roughly. And then using this hot glue gun that I bought, I put a whole bunch of these cardboard pieces into place. And then I started doing a skinning around the outside. And you can see the various steps here. And once I was done, it looked great. And I was satisfied with it. But then I had to go to the top part. And the top part, it wasn't working at all. And so I thought a simple fix would be to take one of these styrofoam plates that I've got and put it on top and then layer a few circles. And then I also had the bright idea, well, I've got some rope and I can layer it. And I started doing that and I put it on there. And then I took a look at the Olmec head photos again and I went, oh crap, I got it wrong. And and at that point I tried to pull off the rope, but the rope was so firmly attached that I couldn't do it. And I realized this isn't going to work. This isn't going to work at all. And I gave up. But then I thought about uh, a kitchenware store right across the street from me. And I went over there. And what I did is I took my measuring tape so I could measure the outside of the Olmec head that I was building. And it was exactly 33 centimeters. So I found a plastic colander, pretty much the right size, and another bowl that would fit inside the top of the colander rather, but I needed to cut it to shape, and so I needed to go off to the hardware store and I bought some tin snips. And so what I did is I cut the outside of the colander to match the edge of the Olmec head, and then I cut the lid of this container that I bought so that I could pop it inside and hot glued the whole works into place, and it looked pretty good. But then I also needed to attach some cardboard for the outside and to build it up, and so I attached the upper part of well, the upper part of the Olmec head, I put a ring of cardboard around. And the reason why is that when you look at an Olmec head, it looks like the figure is wearing a helmet. And so what I was doing is creating that effect. And so I put a ring of cardboard around at the top of the cardboard that I had, and then a whole bunch of little strips around. And then after that, I put some tape on. And then after that, I'm going to start putting the plaster bandages on to create the overall look that I'm looking for. And so this has been my whole process, just trying something, making mistakes, going, oh, God, I mucked it up again. And then either having to rip things apart and start over, or like in the case of the building up the head with that plate and the rope and realizing that not only did I make a mistake, I can't remove it. So it's like, fuck it. Um, I will rebuild with this. But what's happened, as you can see in the final photo here, You see the Olmec head, you see the cardboard rim, you see all the tape that I put around that, and the reason for the tape was to create a smooth transition. Now I could have used paper or some sort of light cardboard, but I thought I'm going to use some tape. And after some research with Chat GPT, I found out that a lot of prop makers do it this way. I thought, the hell with it, I'll try it. If it doesn't work, I'll rip it off and do a transition with cardboard. So we'll see if it will work or not. That will be the next stage. So anyway, I want to thank all of those of you who have been following my journey. Um, if you want to know more, if you want to follow my journey and you want to see what I'm doing, uh, I invite you to visit my website, which is www.nathansiegelart.com/return to art. And if you want to write to me directly, write to me at nathansiegelart@gmail.com. Happy to answer any questions that you've got. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.